Welcome, ladies and gentlemen out there. This is another broadcast from Ars Electronica, from our series of the home delivery program. Excuse us our delay. It was Crystal that she didn't appear, and that's why.
It was YouTube.
I know it was YouTube, Crystal. No, I'm sorry for this. And again, it's technology. Today, as you probably know, we are focusing again on the upcoming festival. As you know, we divide the festival a little bit into two major parts. The one is what we prepare here on site on our own garden, and the other one is to welcome and introduce you our wonderful partner network represented via our garden keepers. Today, besides, we would like to introduce you four samples, wonderful samples out of many others. And before, I'd like to introduce Crystal. You should already know her from previous broadcasts. She will introduce you our next garden. We are going
We are going to Barcelona in Spain. Many of you probably have seen that beautiful city. And actually, I'm thinking back to the beginning of April when the world was under the wake of the pandemic. And I had the first call with Vicente Matallana, the director from the BEEP collection. We only developed the first ideas of this year's festival program. And I kind of started testing this concept to see what reaction this would trigger. And it triggered an immediate reaction. And just 2 days later, he told me, we want to do a Barcelona garden. And ever since, he has been developing with his team an incredible amount of programs that are happening in the physical, but also in the virtual space.
You said they are creating an entire festival.
They are, exactly. They are creating a festival in Barcelona with numerous of artists, but also several different institutions. One of them is Angar, OFF, IZEA, the new foundation, the BEEP collection, and the Ramon de Llull Institute. And now, with no further ado, I'd like to give Paul Alsina the word to tell a little bit more about the program.
Hello, this is Paul Alsina. Welcome to our Ars Electronica Garden Barcelona in this edition of 2020. Some of us have been attending Ars Electronica for more than 20 years, some even more than that. Traveling from Barcelona to Linz has become like a ritual that we all love to do once a year. But this year is different. Now, with this global pandemic situation around the world, and this special edition of this distributed Ars Electronica Festival through a global network of gardens, it's time to show and bring a little bit of Barcelona to Linz, and we are glad and willing to do it. A production center, Angar, a digital arts collection, BEEP collection, a virtual university, this open University of Catalonia, a festival together with the Ramon Llull Institute. We all together have curated a special program to let you experience our community here in our lands and to know a bit more about our home and our people working in this field. Barcelona has a long-standing tradition of connecting the arts with technology, a city full of creativity, vivacity, and diversity. A Mediterranean port by the sea, open to people, open to ideas, to energy surrounding us, a city full of desire for creativity and innovation, but also reflexivity and critical thinking towards building a better present and future altogether in alliance, creating projects such as the ICEA Barcelona or the Hub for Art, Science and Technology in Barcelona. We are honored to take part of this special 2020 edition with a program that reflects the diversity, complexity and richness of the Barcelona and Catalan scene, as well as the peculiarities of its nature. Ars Electronica Garden, Barcelona, consists of 4 things. 1, an exhibition at the Ars Santa Monica Center. 2, 5 round tables on uncertainty and ecology at the Design Hub of Barcelona. 3, a workshop and an algorave, which is a computer music concert with real-time programming in Angar. And 4, a set of taxis, what we call these audiovisual capsules with some of the main electronic artists of Barcelona in their studios or favorite places, featuring artists like Antoni Montadas, Antoni Abad, Alba Corral, Play Modes, Josep Manuel Berenguer, Marcelí Antunes, Eugènia Balcells, Joan Fontcuberta, Mario Santamaria, or 300,000 kilometers. So, in these days of global pandemic, uncertainty and ecology have positioned themselves as two of the keywords of our present, and adds to this 45th edition of the Ars Electronica Festival. We have chosen them amongst many others of this year's main themes because we felt the need and the urge to focus on those too and contribute in some way to think and act in relation to them. Interconnected with each other and with the global health emergency that we are still living in, they have become like the Damocles sword that should guide our future performances. So the Ars Electronica Garden Barcelona aims to account for the diversity of ways in which the intersections between art, science, technologies and thought face each other and address these urgent contemporary issues, some new and others recurring. Going from the unexpected and the need for change in all aspects of life, with the accidents and the catastrophes that make it increasingly urgent to react, down to the ecology and its systemic interaction between biotic and abiotic factors. The Barcelona Garden wants to target all human and non-human agents who populate and build our environment. All 5 roundtables will try to reflect on that from different perspectives with the contribution of some key local artists, theorists, curators, critics, teachers and researchers from different fields. The exhibition at the Arts Santa Monica Center will present 3 of the most recent acquisitions of the big collection and 3 brand new works produced thanks to grants, awards through a public call for artworks made by the Institut Ramon Llull, New Art Foundation and Angar. The 3 pieces from the BIP collection are 2 historical works of pioneer Peter Weibel and 1 by Albert Barquer Duran and Marc Marzenit. The first one is The Tangible Build by Peter Weibel, who in this interactive installation allows the visitor through this 3-dimensional touch screen to interact in real time with its own image. The second one is The Endless Sandwich by Peter Weibel, done in 1969. So between the TV and the viewer, there is a function and an action that allows you to turn the appliance on and off. The artist has reproduced this function and converts it in the content of a television program. On the screen, you see a sequence of spectators sitting in front of their television. When a television fault occurs, the spectator must get up to repair it. This repair causes an interaction on the next viewer's screen, which spreads until it reaches the viewer and the real TV, which means that finally the real viewer has to get up and eliminate the program. So the work, created in 1969, materializes the time lag, linking the actual procedure and the reproduced procedure. The second one is Vestibular, one by Albert Barquer Duran and Marc Marzenit, done in 2020. This immersive installation invites the public to wander into a performance of the vestibular system, inducing illusory sensations of cells movement when temporarily interrupt the vestibular functioning of the visitor through audio and light stimuli. Under normal circumstances, the brain combines optimal sensory signals. However, conflicts can occur when these carry conflicting information, as in this case. So this work is based on the research by the FEMe laboratory, this vestibular multisensory realization of the University of London. And after these 3 pieces commented, the exhibition will show also 3 other brand new works produced thanks to these grants awarded through this public call made by the Institut Ramon Llull, the New Art Foundation and Angar. The grants are awarded to Mónica Riquic for her project New Home of Mine, Roc Parés for his project Doble Consciència, and Santi Vilanova from Playmodes for the project Forms. First one, Doble Consciència by Roc Parés. This interactive audiovisual installation is inspired by the stereoscope, invented by Sir Charles Wheatstone, the first third of the 19th century. Paradoxically, while Wheatstone studies how binocular vision allows us to perceive the world as a single coherent 3-dimensional image, the artist experiments with binocular rivalry as a way of questioning individual subjectivity. This installation wants to re-educate visual consciousness so that from the dissenting vision emerges a double consciousness capable of managing separately but simultaneously couples of progressively differentiated images. The second one, New Home of Mind by Monica Rikic, tries to answer a question. What happened to self-perception and emotional development in a world ruled by an automaton God? And the last piece, Forms by Santi Villanova from Play Modes. It's a generative visual music bot. By the way, the audio of this video itself, it's all generated by this piece. So, driven by a set of rules based on randomness and probability, Forms can generate an endless number of graphic scores, which are automatically sonified thanks to sound synthesis algorithms. The resulting scores can be framed within the tradition of graphic notation that gained strength among 20th century composers like John Cage, Yannis Xenakis, Karl-Heinz Stockhausen, or our own Mestre Squadron, and which allowed music to be released from the rigidity of classic staves. For the Ars Electronica exhibition, Forms is materialized as a screen ensemble. 3 vertical large format screens interpret one instrument each: rhythm, harmony, or texture. Thanks to its networked brain, these 3 instruments are coordinated between them, each one playing a part of a larger generative composition. The visual music generated in real time will never be repeated again. So that's it. Have a seat and enjoy. We will love to guide you through our Barcelona garden. Thanks a lot.
Wow, this was not a garden, this is a park, I would say. But impressive. We cannot wait to get more of this. So if one thinks that Barcelona would only represent one garden, you're wrong. We have more gardens. Under the name of the metropoles, of the big cities, there are coming more partners and more partner hubs. As in Barcelona, there is a second rather interesting garden with the name Solar Orchard Garden, kept and led by Alejandro Martin, and with a focus on VR technology, on its immersive quality. He will introduce us into his garden, the second one in Barcelona.
Hello, welcome to Barcelona Solar Orchard Garden. My name is Alejandro Martin. I'm the head of innovation in Espronceda and co-founder of Inmensiva, that is a platform for advanced technologies and art. We are very proud to be one of the international gardens of this year Ars Electronica Festival 2020.
Hello. I'm Chris Pilcher, and I would like to introduce you to our project for the Barcelona hub of Ars Electronica, Stargazer. Humans have always looked up to the sky to find otherness or origin, to look for God, knowledge, destination, life, and with Stargazer, we are exploring who watches us while we watch the stars.
We are in cooperation with local partners like Mira Festival, Institute Ramon Llull, and the support of the Austrian Embassy in Madrid, and international partners like Meet Digital Center in Milan, the XRS Center in Helsinki, and the Institute for Advanced Technologies and the University of Creative Arts.
by peering into the other, can we discover who we are or who we may become?
During 5 days, you will find in Barcelona an amazing program. This program includes performances, exhibitions, includes party with international BGs. The two main exhibitions are very experimental. One, Estergeises, combines full dome projection with MozillaHubs virtual reality. And the other one, Amazonia, is a mix, a complexity of words that comes from sound from the space to the rituals in the ancient culture.
Stargazer is a hybrid, deeply participatory installation which consists of two complementary and connected parts. There is a globally accessible virtual reality world in MozillaHubs and a spherical full-dome projection site in Barcelona. The project encourages attendees to traverse a border between a virtual and physical world and to connect with someone on the other side. Ars Electronica visitors from around the world can meet and interact with local people in Barcelona by visiting our MozillaHubs space and interacting with its elements, and vice versa. The Barcelona locals can interact with an international audience by visiting the dome projection site at Esperanza and engaging with its elements.
Finally, on Sunday, we have the prize Immersiva for the participants in Quintessence Dome Lab. I hope that you could join us in real in Barcelona or online. Welcome to Barcelona Garden. Thank you.
Thank you, Alejandro, for the wonderful presentation. I can't wait to find out more about your programs and to experience them live during the festival. Now we're going to move just to the neighboring country, to Portugal, and more precisely to Lisbon, one of the most beautiful cities I've ever experienced, and not to mention the food, the seafood there. I can't wait to go there again. But I'd like to introduce you to one of the media arts pioneers, Marta de Menezes. We have a long-lasting relationship with her, and in 2017, she founded, together with Dalila Honorato, the FEMeeting conference. The purpose of this is to bring together a network of women that support each other and come together in order to exchange, to create networks, and to work in, especially in the fields of art, science, and technology. The stage is yours, Martha and Dalila, as well as the countless women that you bring together for this program.
Okay, great. Keywords. Ta-da! Good work. So, I'm proposing women in art, science, and technology. It sounds like, you know, FEMeeting.
I think the future is so exciting with all of the kind of ways that we connect in the network. So.
The two first FE meetings took place in Portugal and were organised by Cultivamos Cultura. The outcomes of 2018 and 2019 conferences have been many, and though most are intangible. Among the project's distinguishable objectives there are a strong personal support through instant internet communication between women doing research work in the broadest sense of the term in art, science and technology. and the encouragement towards the formation of local nodes to support research and artistic creation developed to enable a wide network of direct communication among them and encourage trust.
Can I film the session? Jump in.
FEMeeting is an invitation to share. It is a network of wonderful, kind, and funny women ready to embrace the world.
FEMeeting is a place where people can meet and have weird and wonderful conversations about art and science.
FEMeeting is brilliant women taking art and science out of its comfort zone.
It's an occasion to build kind of communities, helping us to pass the border between known and unknown, and actually to feel comfortable in a liminal position.
FEMeeting is a lovely, messy entanglement of knowledge
place where I can
and
go
care.
to where there's 100 women who I can count on no matter what, and they will always be in solidarity with me.
It is an extraordinary network for building communities of knowledge.
For me, is strength, fun, and intellectually nurturing.
Coven of art, science, talent, and power.
It grew so much ever since into becoming a big community of females around the world that are interconnected, that collaborate with each other, that advise each other.
FEMeeting connects the inner powers of the female professionals in the world of art tech science.
The project FEMeeting Women in Art, Science and Technology was driven by the desire to develop and promote more direct collaboration between individuals who identify themselves as women independently of their sex.
FEMeeting WEB has been growing.
FEMeeting WEB is actually 3 different things right now. One of them is the teapot chats, which are going on. It's a tea party, so you come and you bring your own concerns with you, and we will be there to share them with you and to help you through them or to discuss different perspectives. And then we have the podcasts that Anik brought, which are absolutely amazing, and everybody should listen. They do bring a completely different perspective on a theme, which was what FEMeeting Paris was about. And then FEMeeting Troy and how it became this exhibition of video works that responses to the COVID pandemic and to our experiencing from many different places around the world.
At the Sanctuary for Independent Media, we were really interested in connecting the hyper-local with the international. And through that FEMeeting, Troy was born. So this is an incredible opportunity for us when we realized that Paris was doing it too.
Leonardo's Space Art Science Workshop sounded truly appropriate, also because in astronautics and astronomy, women are so much invisible. I decided to do a FEMeeting because I got so much from a FEMeeting in Portugal that I wanted to give back.
It was really inspiring to see how we wouldn't let it be lost by inviting the women who are on this website to contribute.
FEMeeting is an open community that you work for the others, hoping that as many of them will find something useful, interesting, pleasurable, challenging, whatever in what you're doing.
We know that we are a community because we are different individuals spread around the world, fighting just to encourage, fighting to give trust. So this is about connection and why we should keep doing this.
We can still receive more videos because this is a seed. And the seed will bring on the confidence to others.
I'm just so excited to watch every single video on this website. Yes, it makes a community.
Rebalancing women in art, science and technology.
Thank you, Marta, for this incredible video, for this incredible job that you're doing, and for this extremely important initiative that you have running there. And thank you to Lisbon. Our next destination is actually on the other side of the world. We are going to Japan, to our Tokyo garden, and talking about seafood.
Yeah.
I miss Tokyo so much. I had my best seafood in Japan, especially also in Tokyo. But that's not the topic for now. The topic is that we'd like to introduce you one of the gardens in Tokyo, and it is Seiichi Saito, enfant terrible of the media art scene in the entire Japan, and now talking to you as director of the Art and Entertainment Division of the Japan Media Arts Festival. He's going to introduce you into the many activities the Tokyo Garden is going to come up with, the many partners, the endless, deep and vast partner network that we have in the entire Japan. Seiichi, it's your turn.
Welcome to Tokyo Garden. Hopefully you're enjoying the travel journey all over the world through Ars Electronica this year. I am Seiichi Saito, director of this exhibition, Tokyo Garden, and I'm in the center of Tokyo, Roppongi Hills, 52nd story high. As you see, there are so many skyscrapers, and it's dagged out by where Tokyo is actually alive. And well, this year, everything becomes online, and then what I thought it was unfortunate, but well, this is actually a great opportunity to explore how the world can be connected, and then how we can actually exhibit things online. And so we have, in the Tokyo Garden, we have a lot of content, which is online exhibition of a winner of Ars Electronica Prix, and then also Japan Media Art Festival recent years winner. And we're gonna have a studio tour. I think it's gonna be a really great opportunity for you to explore what is the environment of the studio of artists in Tokyo look like. One is a Euphrates, which is a great animation, and well, it's more than animation, the studio. And then another one is it's going to be the lab in the Tokyo University, Kakehi-san, the lab, which is actually the really rare to actually see the environment in the institution of Tokyo, how the artist actually doing his own work, and then also his thesis at the same time. And we're going to have a talk, which is actually the one, the interesting point of this year, because usually like the Ars Electronica Festival is about a up-to-date artist work, but since this year it becomes online as a Tokyo Garden, so I decided to actually dig deeper to the where's the origin of the media art in Japan. So the three talks we're gonna have, which is created by ICC Intercommunication Center, the curator Hatanaka-san, and we're gonna have the different kind of talk, which is focusing on look back, and then also a look forward, and try to find what's the role of the media art. And then also we're gonna have live performance as I like, and I think you all like. So we're gonna have a guest DJ and then also a talk. The one program is I think the world well known online event called Domune by Ukawa-san, which been amazingly doing online talk and DJs over 10 years. It started 2010, I think March, And I think a lot of people actually mimic how he actually doing the online event, which is a mixture of talk and DJ. We're actually the one of them. So we started Praying Tokyo online event since the last April, which the government decided that people highly recommend not to go out the moment. So we're gonna have the Praying Tokyo also have the talk and also the DJ, VJ, and then we have a special DJs. And then also we have 2 different artists, online lives and also the session. One is Miyu Hosoi, where she used her voice as an instrument, and she's gonna have a live performance. And also the Kake-san, he has like virtually connected a installation from Tokyo to the Linz. So we have a variety of the content in our Tokyo Garden. So hope you can come back and then you will check a lot of contents and then think about together what's the role of media art to make this world better. This year, Ars Electronica scene, the map, the new world, I think it tells a lot of important message to us. As we all encounter COVID-19 actually changed a lot of things, communications, society, and trust, relationship, technology, all that. And the one thing which the map, the new world actually describes is this is my opinion that we shouldn't go back to where we are. And this is, of course, unfortunate because a lot of people died and also a lot of people were sacrificed, but we have to actually go to the next era using the new map. And then to do that, we have really strong method, which is a technology. And for me, it's really important area for the media art. What's the role of the media art in our society? Because the media art always piercing the small hole for the industry and for the society, for the people to go to the new next era and then also the generations. So through this this year online Ars Electronica exhibitions, including the Tokyo Garden, hopefully we exchange point of view, methodology, technology, techniques all over the world as the Ars Electronica physical event actually did. Can be more, connection can be relationship, and then also the partnership, collaboration can be happening using this opportunity. So let's find a new way of utilizing and technology and then also expressing the new thing as media art.
And here we are again, back from Tokyo, from this vast program, an intense program Seiichi just
and
introduced
this beautiful view of Tokyo City that we just saw.
Yeah, nice spot, man. So this is the end of this broadcast. I think it was a very interesting journey into a very interesting and wonderful, diverse world. We will keep on presenting you our gardens. I think that my seafood experience is the better one.
Well, we can talk afterwards, but now, no, please follow us and tune in again on Thursday when we tell you a little bit more about our program in Linz, and again next week. And we have another list of beautiful gardens just waiting for you. Thank you and bye-bye.
Ahoy. Bye-bye.